Hi everybody. In today's class we are going to discuss about three subtopics of the chapter known as soil. What are they? They are soil and crops. Soil and crops will be the first topic that we will discuss, and next a case study on soil. A case study on soil and a case study on soil, and the last one that we will discuss today is soil erosion. So first we will discuss about soil and crops. So first we need to understand what is soil, isn't it? Soil is the topmost layer of the earth crust, where we walk, where we run, where we stay. So that is the topmost layer of the earth crust. So it is soil. So this soil is present in different parts of India. In different parts of India we have different soils. For example, in some parts we may have clay soil. In some parts we may have sandy soil, and in some parts we may also have loamy soil. Loamy soil. So these are the different soils. They are found in different regions of India or different parts of India, and this soil is affected. By the climatic factors like light, temperature, light, temperature, and humidity, and the very important climatic factor, that is rainfall. These are the climatic factors that is going to affect the soil. And now we also know that these are the climatic factors that is going to affect the soil, and we know that soil, how it is formed? It is formed by weathering, right? It is formed by weathering. So what is weathering? Weathering is the process by which large rock particles are going to broken down into smaller pieces. That process is known as weathering. So weathering can be defined as it is a process by which large rock particles, or by which rocks are broken down by wind, water, and temperature. So temperature is the climatic factor, right? So it is a process by which rocks are broken down by wind, water, and temperature. So this is known as weathering. Now we will see the crops that are grown in different parts of India, because they have different. We will deal with crops. Before that, a small correction, that it is weathering is a process by which rocks are broken down by wind, water, and temperature. Temperature in the sense cold may be temperature, hot may be temperature. That's why it's better to take climate. Climate. So it is a process by which rocks are broken down by wind, water, and climate is known as weathering. Now we will discuss about crops. So crops are best grown in different soils. For example, soils like clayey soil and clay soil and loamy soil. Clay soil and loamy soil. Clay soil and loamy soil. This type of soil, in this type of soil, okay, the best grown crops are known as cereals. Cereals are the best crops. Okay, what are those cereals? Cereals like wheat and gram. Cereals like wheat and gram. So, in clay and loamy soil, the best grown crops are cereals. Okay, this type of cereals, they are wheat and grams. Wheat and grams. And this soil retains water. This soil can retain water. So, retains water. That means it absorbs water. Okay, it absorbs water. Now, if we talk of clay soil, okay, so paddy is a crop, right? Paddy grows best in clay soil, okay, rich in clay and organic matter. Organic matter in the sense the dead organic plants and animals are known as organic matter. So paddy grows best in clay soil and even in organic matter. Okay, and this also has a good quality of retaining water. Okay, retaining water, or it retains huge amount of water. Okay, by which the plants that are growing, they will get advantage from the soil. So these are the two crops that we have seen now, paddy and cereals. Okay, cereals like wheat and grams, they grow best in combination of clay and loamy soil, and paddy can grow best in clay soil and the soil that is having more amount of organic matter. Okay, so cereals like wheat and grams, they are grown in clay and loamy soil. Okay, combination of clay and loamy soil, and paddy, they are grown in clay soil and the soil that is having more organic matter. And next, if we see about lentils, okay, lentils, you know that lentils are also known as masoor. Okay, masoor and other pulses. So lentils and other pulses, they grow best in soils like loamy soil. Okay, they grow best in loamy soil. So what kind of soil is required? Soil that is known as loam. Okay, or loamy soil is required for the growth of lentils and other pulses. And this soil has the ability or capacity to drain water. Okay, so this soil drains water in the sense, okay, this soil is not going to hold the water for a longer time. This soil is going to drain the water through these soil particles. Water is going to escape. So this is known as, okay, drains the soil. And if we see cotton, the crop known as cotton, okay, lentils and other pulses. Now we are discussing about cotton, and cotton grows best in sandy loamy soil. Okay, sandy loam or loam soil. So the crop that is grown in this type of soil are cotton. Okay, cotton. And this soil also drains water. This soil also has the ability to drain water. So this soil drains water and holds air plenty. So this soil, sandy loam and loam soil, they hold air plenty, by which the crop that is grown, known as cotton, will get more advantage from this type of soil. So these are the four types of soil that we have seen today. First, cereals, paddy, lentils and cotton. Okay, next we will study about a case study on soil. A case study on. Now we will discuss the second topic of this lesson, that is a case study on soil. A case study on soil. Okay, you might be familiar with the potters. You might be familiar with the potters, those who take soil and mold and shape them into pots, right? They collect soil from the different parts, okay, and they mold the soil and give them a shape. So they are known as potters. So you might be familiar with potters. Okay, the person who is having the whose profession is to make pots. Okay, that person is known as potter. Okay, so potters, what they do, they collect black soil. They collect black soil. So black soil is found most probably in barren land. Okay, black soil is found in barren land. So potters, they collect black soil from the barren land and they separate. Okay, they separate the particles like pebbles. Okay, small stones and even the twigs, leaves that are present in the soil. These potters, they are going to separate it. Now they will dry the soil. Okay, next what they will do, they will dry the soil. After drying, okay, this soil, to this dried soil, where they will put into a large tank, okay, and in that tank they will pour water and they will soak the soil. Okay, they will soak the soil around 8 hours. Okay, after this, that soaked soil, okay, they will mix what? Horse dung. So here I am writing as soaked soil plus horse dung. They will use horse dung and they will mix it properly. That process is known as kneading. Okay, kneading. They will knead the soil with the help of horse dung. Okay, then they will put in a wheel. These potters, they will put the soil in a wheel at the center of wheel. Now this wheel is going to rotate and the soil is given some specific structure. This soil gets some structure after putting it at the center of the wheel. Now the final structure or the final shape to the soil is given by hand. Okay, the final structure is given by hand. Okay, this is how these potters, they make what? They make pots. They make pots or earthen pots. Okay, earthen pots. So what they do? These are the processes they follow. After making a pot, this type of pots, they are going to bake it. Okay, bake means what? They will expose this type of potters into heat. They will give high temperature or heat, so that these potters will become strong. And here you may get doubt that why they use horse dung. So if the potters, they use horse dung, these pots, they are going to open. This horse dung will help to open the pores in the pots. That's why the water that is present in the pot is going to cool down. Why? Because through the pores the temperature is going to come out and the water gets evaporated. Only the cool water remains in the pot. So this is how it helps. Horse dung is going to open up the pores. Okay. And in summer season, you will find that people they take water from the pots because it is very cold. Why? This hose tank is responsible for opening the pores. Okay, so it will regulate the temperature. This is the whole process the potters they follow to mold the soil and make into a pot. Okay, to make a pot. This is the whole process. The potters will follow. Potters. So you might have come across that different items made up of soil, made up of clay soil or soil. Now we know that surahi means the jug made up of soil. Okay, surahi is jug made up of soil. And matki is a small earthen pot. It is a small earthen pot. Small earthen pot. Okay, small earthen pot. Matki is small earthen pot. And you might come across kala. Kala means it is earthen frying pan. Okay, earthen frying pan. So these are the items made up of soil. Okay, next we will discuss soil erosion. The next heading or subheading that we will discuss in today's class is soil erosion. Okay, so soil erosion, you might be familiar and you might have studied in lower classes that washing away of topsoil or removal of topsoil is known as soil erosion. Okay, removal of topsoil is known as soil erosion. Okay, how? The removal of topsoil by, it may be by the flow of wind or maybe by the current flow of water, okay, or by wind, water, and by overgrazing also may lead to soil erosion, or it may be by cutting down the trees. In simple, we can also call it as deforestation. So soil can be removed by this method, deforestation or overgrazing. It may be removed by the flow of wind, it may be removed by the water current. Okay, so the removal of topsoil is known as soil erosion. Okay, we know that plants they hold the soil tightly. Okay, if they hold the soil tightly, that means the soil they are fixed. They do not have any loose connection among them. Okay, if the trees are cut down, then what will happen? The soil is going to lose its strength. Okay, and now the soil will become loose and it can be easily removed from by wind, water, okay, and even by overgrazing and all. So this is how soil can be removed. Okay, so in place of deforestation, what we should practice? We should practice afforestation. To ensure that there should not be any soil erosion. So these are the three subtopics we have learned. Okay, so we know that soil erosion is more severe. Soil erosion is more severe in areas like where there is no vegetation at all, where there is less vegetation or no surface vegetation. Okay, lands like deserts and barren land. Deserts and barren land. Barren land means without any cultivation. So barren lands, deserts and barren lands. In this type of areas, okay, soil erosion is very severe, very severe soil erosion takes place. Okay, that's why we need to practice afforestation in place of deforestation. Okay, so these are the points that we should ensure to prevent the soil from getting eroded. Okay children, hope you understood. Thank you. Have a nice day.